You wake up every day with a million things on your mind, endless tasks, overwhelming goals, and the constant buzz of distractions pulling you in every direction. You know that feeling, right? That nagging sense that no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to focus. It's like you're constantly spinning your wheels but getting nowhere. It feels frustrating, doesn't it? You've tried everything, multitasking, pushing through, even giving yourself pep talks, but the results still aren't what you hoped for. But here's the truth. Your focus is more powerful than you realize. It's not just a skill, it's a superpower. When you learn how to master it, everything changes. You start accomplishing things faster, you start feeling more in control, and most importantly, you begin to tap into a level of productivity and clarity that you didn't think was possible. What if I told you that the secret to unlocking your full potential doesn't lie in working harder, but in learning to focus deeply and consistently on what truly matters? In this video, we're going to explore exactly how focus can transform your life. If you're ready to take back control, to turn your scattered energy into laser-sharp precision, stay with me. By the end, you'll have the tools to unlock a power within you that you never knew existed. Focus isn't just about sitting still and trying to concentrate. It's a mental force, a key that opens doors to your potential. When we talk about focus, we're really talking about the ability to channel all your energy toward a single task, to shut out the noise and distractions around you. It's not about forcing yourself to keep going, even when you're tired. It's about learning how to focus your mind on what matters most. The truth is, our brains are constantly pulled in different directions. We live in a world that rewards multitasking, jumping from one task to the next, answering messages while working, checking notifications every few minutes. But here's the problem. Multitasking isn't as efficient as we think. Studies show that every time we switch tasks, we lose time and energy as our brains have to reorient themselves. We think we're being productive, but we're actually draining our mental resources. That's the silent cost of trying to do too many things at once. When you focus on a single task, however, you engage your brain in a way that allows it to perform at its best. Rather than splitting your attention, you concentrate all of it on one goal, creating a powerful sense of flow that makes you more efficient and effective. It's not about working harder, it's about working smarter by committing fully to what's in front of you. Think of focus as a muscle. Just like any muscle, it gets stronger with practice. But unlike physical muscles, focus doesn't require lifting weights or running marathons. It's about consistently choosing where to place your attention. The ability to focus doesn't happen by accident. It's a result of training your mind to push aside distractions and remain present with the task at hand. And when you do this, you unlock a new level of performance. When you're able to focus deeply, you enter what experts call a state of flow. In this state, your skills meet the challenge in front of you, and time seems to fade away. The task feels effortless, and your productivity soars. It's the mental sweet spot that everyone strives for. But to get there, you need to understand that real focus requires intention, not willpower. It's not about forcing yourself to work longer or harder. It's about making conscious decisions to protect your focus from being hijacked by external distractions and internal distractions, like worries, doubts, or boredom. The power of focus goes beyond just completing tasks. It transforms how we experience life. When you can focus, you gain clarity. You become present in the moment. This presence allows you to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Whether it's a project at work, a conversation with a loved one, or a personal goal, focus connects you to the essence of what you're doing, and that's where the real magic happens. It's not just about the work getting done, it's about the quality of that work and the satisfaction that comes with giving your full attention to something meaningful. Focus isn't just about concentration, it's about creating space for your mind to zero in on what truly matters, shutting out the distractions that don't serve you, and giving your best to the task at hand. That's when you begin to realize that focus is the foundation of everything you need to succeed. When focus becomes a daily practice, something incredible begins to happen. Tasks that once felt daunting or overwhelming suddenly become more manageable. Productivity soars, not because there's more time in the day, but because every minute is used with purpose. The simple act of directing attention where it's needed most creates momentum that spills over into other areas of life. Focus transforms the way work gets done, and more importantly, how you feel about it. Work becomes more efficient. When every ounce of attention is poured into a single task, the brain operates with greater precision. The mental clutter that often accompanies multitasking clears away, leaving room for sharper insights, quicker problem solving, and deeper creativity. This isn't just about getting things done faster, it's about improving the quality of what's produced. By focusing, it's easier to spot patterns, make connections, and create innovative solutions that might otherwise go unnoticed in the chaos of divided attention. But productivity isn't the only benefit. Attention also plays a huge role in how information is processed and retained. Focus enhances learning in a way that scattered, divided attention cannot. When deeply engaged with something, the brain is more likely to encode information effectively, making it easier to recall later. Whether you're studying for an exam or learning a new skill, focus creates stronger neural pathways, improving memory retention and comprehension. The act of being present in the moment, not just glancing over things, but truly absorbing them, builds a foundation for deeper understanding. There's also a profound connection between focus and mental well-being. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to feel like your thoughts are scattered, your emotions unstable, and your stress levels high. Focus serves as an antidote to this constant mental noise. When attention is directed intentionally, the mind becomes quieter, more calm. Instead of constantly jumping between thoughts, there's space to breathe and process. This sense of mental clarity fosters a deeper sense of peace, which leads to less anxiety and a greater sense of control. Focusing on one task at a time can also improve emotional regulation. By committing fully to the present moment, individuals begin to notice their emotional responses more clearly and can manage them with greater ease. Whether it's resisting the urge to get frustrated or staying grounded during moments of stress, focus helps you stay centered. This is especially valuable in high-pressure situations, where emotional reactions can cloud judgment and decision-making. Even in relationships, focus brings its own set of rewards. When attention is given fully to another person, during a conversation, an activity, or even a simple shared moment, the quality of the connection deepens. People can sense when they have someone's full attention, and this fosters trust, understanding, and relationships thrive in an environment of undivided presence, where every moment spent together feels valued and meaningful. Focus isn't just about checking off tasks, it's about the richness that comes with attention, whether in work, learning, personal growth, or relationship. It creates a life that feels more intentional and rewarding, with every effort and every moment fully lived. The more you practice focus, the more you realize it's not just a tool for efficiency, it's a gateway to deeper, more meaningful experiences. Building focus requires intention and practice. It doesn't just happen by chance. The mind, like any skill, needs to be trained. It's not about forcing yourself to stay on task, but learning how to create an environment where focus can thrive. Several practices can help sharpen focus, making it a natural part of daily life. Mindfulness meditation is one of the most effective ways to strengthen the ability to focus. Meditation trains the mind to center attention on the present moment. It helps to filter out distractions and reduce the constant chatter that often clutters the mind. By regularly practicing mindfulness, the brain learns to stay anchored to the task at hand, gently bringing attention back when distractions arise. It's not about forcing the mind to be silent, but about learning to recognize when it wanders and redirecting it with patience. This simple practice, when done consistently, rewires the brain to be more attentive and less prone to distraction. The Pomado technique is another powerful method that encourages sustained focus. It's a time management strategy that involves working for 25 minutes straight, followed by a short break. This technique helps to combat mental fatigue and provide structured intervals of intense focus. By breaking work into manageable chunks, the mind is less likely to feel overwhelmed. The short breaks also prevent burnout, keeping energy levels high and focus sharp. Over time, the Pomodoro method trains the brain to remain concentrated for longer periods, while also encouraging the rest needed to maintain peak performance. Physical exercise plays a crucial role in sharpening focus. The mind and body are deeply interconnected, and physical activity has a direct impact on cognitive function. Regular exercise improves blood flow to the brain, enhances memory, and boosts mood. It also helps to manage stress, which can be a major obstacle to staying focused. Activities like yoga, walking, or even intense workouts help to clear the mental fog and improve concentration. A simple walk in nature can reset the mind, making it easier to return to a task with renewed focus. By incorporating physical activity into a daily routine, individuals can sharpen their mental clarity and sustain focus over longer periods. Nutrition also influences the ability to focus. The brain requires proper fuel to perform at its best, and a balanced diet ensures it has what it needs. Foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids, such as fish and walnuts, support brain health and cognitive function. Antioxidant-rich foods like berries and leafy greens protect the brain from oxidative stress, which can impair mental clarity. Staying hydrated is another important factor. Dehydration can significantly impact concentration. A diet that supports brain function doesn't just improve focus, but also boosts energy, mood, and mental resilience. Limiting distractions is another essential strategy for cultivating focus. In today's digital age, it's easy to be pulled away by constant notifications, emails, or social media updates. Creating a workspace that minimizes these distractions is vital. This might mean turning off phone notifications, using apps that block distracting websites, or setting specific times to check emails. The less time spent switching between tasks, the more focus can be maintained. Even small adjustments to the environment, like using noise-canceling headphones or working in a quiet space, can make a huge difference in sustaining attention. Establishing a routine is key to building long-lasting focus. The brain thrives on structure, and creating habits around focused work can make it easier to stay on track. When certain tasks are performed at the same time each day, the mind learns to recognize when it's time to focus. Whether it's setting aside specific hours for deep work, or using cues like music or a specific workspace, routines create mental triggers that prime the brain for focus. Over time, this consistency strengthens the habit, making focus feel more natural. Lastly, getting enough rest cannot be overstated. A well-rested brain is far more effective at staying focused. Sleep allows the brain to process information and recharge for the day ahead. Without adequate rest, focus begins to fade, and tasks become harder to complete. Prioritizing sleep, alongside these strategies, ensures that the mind remains sharp and ready to engage fully with whatever task lies ahead. Building focus is a gradual process that requires patience and commitment. By incorporating these strategies into daily life, the ability to concentrate becomes stronger, and tasks begin to feel more manageable. Each small effort contributes to a greater ability to focus, turning it into a superpower that unlocks productivity, clarity, and achievement. Distractions are everywhere. They're constant, relentless, and often unavoidable. In the world we live in, staying focused has become more challenging than ever before. Every ping of a notification, every new message, every unexpected thought pulls attention away from the task at hand. These distractions, while small, create a ripple effect, gradually pulling focus in multiple directions. The real problem is not just the distraction itself, but the time it takes for the mind to refocus once it has been interrupted. Each time the brain switches gears, it loses valuable time and energy, making it harder to get back into a state of deep concentration. Digital distractions are perhaps the most pervasive. Phones, social media, emails, and countless apps are designed to keep our attention locked in their grip. A single notification can easily derail an entire hour of focused work. The temptation to check social media or reply to messages during a break might seem harmless, but it takes the mind longer than expected to return to a focused state. The key is to recognize that not all distractions are equal. Some, like urgent emails or time-sensitive tasks, may require immediate attention. Others, like mindless scrolling, only serve to break the flow of concentration. Setting boundaries with technology can go a long way in maintaining focus. This could mean turning off non-essential notifications, creating tech-free zones or times, or using apps designed to block distracting sites during work hours. Even when the phone is silent, the environment around you can be a major source of distraction. Background noise like the hum of traffic, loud conversations, or even a cluttered desk can pull focus away from the task. The brain constantly processes background stimuli, and even if it doesn't consciously register, it still affects the ability to concentrate. Creating a workspace that minimizes these distractions is vital. A clean, quiet space with minimal clutter helps the mind stay on track. Noise-canceling headphones or soft background music can also be helpful in blocking out intrusive sound. In environments where silence is impossible, finding ways to adapt, like using white noise or instrumental music, can help maintain focus and drown out the noise. Internal distractions are often overlooked, but can be just as disruptive. These include racing thoughts, worries, or feelings of anxiety. A mind constantly jumping between concerns about the future or regrets about the past struggles to stay present in the moment. In these cases, mindfulness can help. When the mind starts to wander, acknowledging the thought without judgment and gently bringing attention back to the task at hand is key. The more practice given to this, the easier it becomes to quiet the internal noise and bring focus back to where it's needed. Sometimes, physical movement can help clear the mind. A short walk or a few minutes of stretching can reset mental clarity, allowing the mind to refocus more easily on the work ahead. Another challenge to maintaining focus is the tendency to overcommit. When too many tasks pile up, it can become overwhelming to even begin. The mental clutter of having too many things to do makes it difficult to give full attention to any one thing. This creates a cycle of starting and stopping without ever completing much. Prioritizing tasks and breaking them down into smaller, more manageable steps helps reduce the mental load. When a task is broken into pieces, it feels less daunting, and attention can be focused more effectively on one piece at a time. Saying no to tasks that don't align with current priorities can also help maintain a clear sense of direction and minimize unnecessary distractions. Another aspect of focus is managing the urge to procrastinate. It's easy to put things off when they seem difficult or tedious. The longer a task is avoided, the harder it becomes to dive into it. Procrastination is often rooted in fear or a lack of confidence in one's ability to succeed. Combating this requires developing a mindset that embraces small wins. Starting with small, easy tasks that lead to bigger accomplishments can break the cycle of avoidance and build momentum. By simply taking the first step, the task seems less intimidating, and the mind can focus more clearly on completing it. Overcoming distractions is not about eliminating every possible interruption, but learning how to navigate and manage them effectively. With the right strategies in place, distractions become less powerful, and focus becomes easier to maintain. It's about creating an environment, both physical and mental, that supports concentration and making intentional choices that protect attention from being constantly pulled away. Creating a focused lifestyle starts with developing habits that prioritize attention and clarity. Focus isn't something that can be switched on instantly. It's a skill that needs to be nurtured daily. Building a routine that supports focus is essential. Without structure, the mind tends to wander, and distractions creep in. A routine isn't just about setting a rigid schedule. It's about designing a life that naturally leads to greater concentration, mental clarity, and productivity. The first step in creating this routine is identifying the most important tasks of the day and tackling them first. This might mean dedicating the first hour after waking up to deep work, tasks that require full mental engagement. By focusing on these important tasks early, when energy levels are high, the brain is able to perform at its peak.
Over time, this habit trains the brain to understand that certain tasks need undivided attention, making it easier to enter a state of flow as the day progresses. Time blocking is another powerful method for building a focused lifestyle. By dividing the day into blocks of time dedicated to specific activities, the mind learns to focus during those periods and rest during others. Each block becomes a signal to the brain that it's time to concentrate fully on one task. This eliminates the need for constant decision-making about what to do next, reducing mental fatigue. Scheduling short breaks between these blocks ensures that the mind stays fresh and doesn't burn out, making it easier to sustain focus throughout the day. Physical activity is a cornerstone of any focused lifestyle. It's not just about keeping the body healthy, it's about clearing the mind and creating the energy needed to focus deeply. Regular exercise improves cognitive function, boosts mood, and enhances memory. Incorporating movement into the day, whether through morning workouts, a walk during lunch, or stretching sessions throughout the day, helps reset the brain. When physical energy is used effectively, mental energy follows suit, making it easier to maintain focus when it's time to get back to work. Rest and recovery are just as important as focused work. A focused lifestyle doesn't mean constantly being in a state of high productivity. It requires balance. Sleep, in particular, plays a critical role in maintaining mental clarity. Without adequate rest, focus deteriorates, and tasks become more difficult to complete. Creating a bedtime routine that signals to the brain it's time to unwind and recharge is essential. This might involve turning off screens an hour before sleep, reading a book, or practicing relaxation techniques. The more consistent the sleep routine, the more the brain will be able to reset and prepare for the next day of focused work. Nutrition also plays a critical role in sustaining focus throughout the day. A diet rich in whole foods, healthy fats, and lean proteins helps the brain function optimally. Foods like leafy greens, nuts, and fish provide the nutrients needed to support cognitive processes, keeping the mind sharp and energized. Similarly, staying hydrated throughout the day ensures that the brain has the necessary fuel to perform its best. Avoiding sugary snacks and processed foods helps stabilize energy levels and prevents the crashes that can lead to distractions. Creating a focused lifestyle also involves making intentional choices about the environment in which work takes place. A cluttered or disorganized space can create mental clutter, making it difficult to concentrate. Setting up a workspace that is clean, organized, and free from distractions helps signal to the brain that it's time to focus. This could mean limiting the number of personal items on the desk, using noise-canceling headphones, or creating a designated area for work that is separate from areas associated with relaxation or entertainment. In addition to the physical environment, the mental environment plays a significant role in fostering focus. This involves practicing mindfulness, being present in the moment, and learning how to manage stress. Taking a few minutes each day to clear the mind through deep breathing or meditation helps quiet the mental noise that can interfere with concentration. Over time, mindfulness becomes a tool for maintaining focus, even during moments of stress or uncertainty. Setting clear, specific goals also strengthens a focused lifestyle. When the mind has a clear target, it's easier to concentrate on the steps needed to achieve it. Breaking larger goals into smaller, more manageable tasks creates a sense of progress and accomplishment, which keeps motivation. Tracking progress regularly helps maintain focus by creating a visual reminder of what has been accomplished and what still needs attention. When goals are aligned with personal values and priorities, they become a powerful motivator to stay focused and on track. A focused lifestyle doesn't happen overnight. It's a continuous process of building habits that protect attention, foster clarity, and create a sense of purpose. By designing each day with intention, prioritizing what matters most, and taking care of both the body and the mind, focus becomes an integrated part of life. It's not about forcing concentration, but about creating the conditions in which focus can thrive naturally, leading to greater success and fulfillment in all areas of life. Achieving focus is not a one-time effort. It's a lifestyle change that requires consistent practice, patience, and intention. The road to mastering focus is filled with distractions, both external and internal, but understanding how to work with your mind, rather than against it, allows you to tap into a power you may have never realized was within you. The more you practice focus, the more it becomes second nature, like a muscle that gets stronger with every repetition. Whether you're striving to increase productivity, improve your relationships, or simply create a more peaceful, fulfilling life, the ability to focus can be the key that unlocks all these possibilities. Remember, focus isn't just about getting things done fast. It's about the quality of what you're doing. When you truly focus, you give your best to the task at hand. And when you give your best, you create something meaningful, something you can feel proud of. It's not about achieving perfection, but about committing to each moment, knowing that every effort you make moves you closer to your goal. When distractions start to take over, don't be hard on yourself. Recognize them, acknowledge them, and then gently bring your focus back. With practice, this becomes easier, and over time you'll see just how much more you can achieve with a focused mind. Now, this journey towards mastering focus doesn't have to be done alone. It's about creating a community of people who are all striving for the same goal, living a life that is intentional, productive, and meaningful. That's why we're here to share strategies, insights, and experiences that can help you overcome distractions and stay focused on what truly matters. We've covered several techniques today that can immediately start improving your ability to concentrate, from mindful practices like meditation to actionable strategies like the Pomodoro technique. Every little adjustment you make can have a huge impact on your life. The more focused you become, the more you'll realize how much potential lies within you, waiting to be unlocked. If you're serious about creating lasting change in your life, mastering focus is one of the most important skills you can develop. With it, you can break through mental barriers, accomplish more, and experience a deeper sense of fulfillment in everything you do. You don't have to fight distractions forever. You just need to train your mind to rise above them, to bring it back when it drifts, and to honor the present moment. If you found value in this video and are excited to apply these focus-building strategies to your own life, don't stop here. There's so much more to learn and grow from, and we're here to help guide you every step of the way. Focus is a superpower, and now you know how to harness it. Before you go, if you enjoyed this video and found the information helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Your feedback means the world to us, and it helps us create more content that can support your personal growth and transformation. We also want to invite you to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when we release new videos packed with practical tips, motivational insights, and powerful strategies that can help you build the life you've always dreamed of. Join us in this journey of mastering focus and unlocking your true potential. Subscribe now and become part of a community that's dedicated to living life with purpose, clarity, and laser-sharp attention. We're excited to have you with us. Stay focused, stay determined, and we'll see you in the next video.